Thousands of private renters across the capital could now lose their homes as a ban on evictions has come to an end. The emergency legislation meant that anyone served with an eviction notice during the pandemic would get a 6-month notice period. But as of today, anyone able to pay their rent could be taken to court and ultimately be made homeless, as Ellie Pitt reports.
Some of the tenants in these Stoke Newington flats should have moved out today. They asked their billionaire landlord for a rent reduction during lockdown, which was met with legal threats and eventually eviction notices. Jordan is one of them. A legal technicality means he has until next spring on Somerford Grove, but that doesn't make up for the time he's lost fighting to stay.
I've had many sleepless nights thinking, am I going to be sued? How am I going to afford the costs of a lawsuit? Am I going to be able to afford to find a new place? And in the middle of it, of course, there's this pandemic. It's not been an easy time for us.
We asked his landlord, John Christodoulou, for a comment, but haven't heard back. As the government lifts the eviction ban, it's introduced 6-month notice periods and set aside £180 million for renters who need more support. It's also issued guidelines encouraging landlords to avoid the courtroom, but legal experts think they don't go far enough.
Well, effectively, I don't think the guidance will work as it's intended to do unless there is financial support in place for tenants to help them pay their rent. The situation is about to get worse for a lot of people, not better.
There's anger on both sides. Landlord Ben Kosa wrote to his tenants at the start of the COVID crisis, offering his support. All but one has worked with him. That renter, who was already in arrears, stopped contact completely when the eviction ban was introduced. He now owes Ben £6,000.
It's been worrying because he's taken the eviction ban, as a license not to cooperate. So it's, in this case, it's really made a bad situation even worse.
Ben has issued an eviction notice and awaits his day in court. But with the furlough scheme ending next month, coronavirus cases on the rise and potentially new tighter lockdown restrictions on the horizon, the uncertainty provided by the pandemic hasn't gone away. And now it's fueling frustration. Jordan will be protesting outside his landlord's Canary Wharf hotel tonight, as renters who face struggling with their income question how long they can call where they live home. Ellie Pitt, ITV News.